Good morning, everyone. My name is Rati, and I'm from the Evotech onboarding and support team. We are the technology operator for EDE's Tatmeen system, that is Emirates Drug Establishment. This is our weekly technical workshop where we answer industry questions from partners like you. This will be a recorded session, and the recording link will be uploaded to our YouTube channel within 24 hours. The YouTube channel link is already pinned in the chat window, and anyone can access it. You do not need any special permissions. Currently, everyone is on mute, but you can raise your hands virtually, and I will allow the mic one by one to anybody who has any questions.
Hi.
Mohammed Al Jalani? Yep.
Yes. Good morning, everyone.
Morning.
My name is Mohammed. I'm from Alphabet, AKI.
Okay.
I had a few questions. I'd like to see if we can have a workaround.
Sure.
So basically, for Tatmeen related orders, we are facing a challenge with some customers that they receive partial. So we ship
Okay.
the quantities, we
Mm-hmm.
issued the SSCs,
Mm-hmm.
and then the customer decided to accept, let's say we shipped 100
Right.
piece.
I
He
get it.
decided to accept only, let's say, 90 and return 10. But
Uh-huh.
he accepted the shipment. He scanned the SSCs. It
Right.
is 100% on his GLM. But
Mm-hmm.
now these quantities that came back to us, we treat it as non-Tatmeen because it's already on the customer GLM.
Okay.
Now we are facing a challenge with few customers that refuse to receive it. So what
Okay.
we thought, I consulted our third party
Mm-hmm.
uh, software provider to see if we can have an option, which I believe it's already in the market with some of our customers,
Okay.
that in case of any partial receiving, they systematically reverse back the quantities. And then once the rejected quantities are received back, they remove it from the original SSCs. And then they ship it back to the customer systematically without moving the stock. So stock will remain at customer location, but
Okay.
the rejected quantities are removed from the customer's GLN so that they can reflect back to the distributor, and then a new SSC is generated and is shared via email. So the customer can receive it without
Okay.
moving the product. So that's what I wanted to get clarity on because
Yeah.
mm,
I get your
yes,
question, Mohammed. So I'll tell you how it works in Tatmeen in such scenarios. When your customer is not ready to receive the entire shipment, they want to return some of the items. In that case, ideally, they receive the entire shipment and then they can just pack the items that they can just unpack the items that they want to keep, and the remaining items in the same SSCC can be shipped back to you as return shipping. So if you are sending me 100 items in SSCC 1, let's say, and I want to keep only 90, I will manually remove those 90 items from that SSCC. Now, this SSCC 1 will have only 10 remaining items, and I will run this event, which is return shipping for your GLN. And then you will just do return receiving. So these 10 SACCs will be back at your GLN. That is how it works in Tatmeen. Now, if a third party is doing anything else, then they might be, doing this exact process because there is nothing else in Tatmeen that can be done. They might be doing this exact process, but it might be happening behind the scenes. Um, you know, they might be just doing it really quick because of course it's a software, it just takes seconds to do such things. So they might have configured something like this. So unpacking of the items that are required to be kept by the receiver, they are just taken out from the SSCC and the remaining is shipped back. So this might be happening, but this is the process in Tatmeen that is supposed to be done when partial shipments are kept by the receiver and the remaining is shipped back.
Okay, I get it. The remaining quantities, obviously, the customer needs to scan one by one, right?
I'm sorry, I didn't get your question.
Now, the rejected quantities, the
Mhm.
customer needs to scan those series one by one in order to remove it from the original SSC, right?
There are two ways they can do it. Either
Hmm.
they one by one scan the items they want to keep so that no unpacking is really done in this case, and only the rejected items are, are kept remaining in the SSCC and then they ship back the SSCC. Or they unpack all and then they just pack those 10 items again in the same or a different SSCC and then ship it back to you. It's up to them how they want to do it.
Hmm. Because the challenge here, if there is a large quantities,
Mm-hmm.
to do the entire shipment again, especially if it
Mm-hmm.
is loose, so we're talking about 300, 400, for
Mm-hmm.
example,
Right.
it will be a challenge to again redo the entire process again. So can
How
they? Hmm.
Mhm. How is this being done? B2B or manually by scanning?
It depends. If it's a master carton, yes, we scan the main SSC on the carton. But then if there are multiples and loose is part of the shipment, so then it needs to be scanned obviously one by one, especially the loose, the
Yeah,
one that is not in the
correct.
master carton, right?
Right, exactly.
So
So it
can
will,
Hmm.
yeah, go ahead, sorry.
Yeah, yeah, go ahead.
I was saying that exactly, that is a scene that according to the quantity and according to the convenience, it will depend how exactly you or the receiver would want to go about this. But the options, I have already explained what are the options. So how the receiver would want to go about it, that's up to them, that's up to you, whatever works between the both of you. But yes, these are the options available in that mean.
So if he or if the customer wants to only return let's say the excess quantities, okay,
Right.
or the unwanted quantities,
Unwanted,
can
yeah.
he only scan those?
Just think about it. So the unwanted quantity they want to so if they scan only those, see, if the items are packed, then they
Hmm,
have to scan the top parent. They cannot
correct.
just scan the child items for receiving. They have to scan the top parent. Or they can just unpack the unwanted items, then pack in a different SSCC and then ship them back to you, or ship loose items back to you if they are, just a few items, let's say 10 items, 12 items. It's up to them and you how it works. Um, but yes, um, it they do have the option to unpack only the unwanted items and then send them back to you.
Now, how can we, yeah, I don't know if this is relevant, educate these customers because for them that is an additional task, and basically they're not interested
Yeah.
to do this extra work, especially when there is a large quantities. It
Mhm.
requires resources, it requires time,
Mhm.
efforts, and they're simply not interested.
True, I understand this because we do have a lot of people. with the same issue that they're not aware how to go about this. And for a first couple of times, it will be a learning curve for them. But all of the information, the steps, and the requirements are available on our website in the onboarding journey tab. If they're using B2B, then they use the technical guides. And if they are not like if they are doing it manually using the portal, then we do have the training information available on the website. You can ask them to refer to the information on tatmeen.ae. And in case they have any questions, they can always send us an email and we can guide them step by step according to that specific requirement.
Okay. Now, can we? I'm sorry, maybe I'm taking a lot of time, but
No, no, go ahead.
just one more. Okay.
Mhm,
Now, let's just walk the process. We
mhm,
shipped. They rejected 50 pieces for whatever reason,
mhm,
and they didn't ship it back.
mhm.
They received the original quantities and they returned those 50 pieces. Okay. So for
Physically.
us, yes, they returned it physically.
Mhm.
So for us, yes, we sent them, we told them you need to do these steps to ship them
Right.
back so that it is on our GLN. They didn't
Mhm.
follow. Now, for us as a distributor, definitely this will be sitting in our GL, sitting in his GLN, but physically they are in our facility,
Correct.
in our
Correct.
warehouse. So now the system will again, it will go back to the stock on hand and the system will again allocate them. So we treat those items as non-Tatmeen, okay,
Mhm,
and we ship them back, okay, to X or Y customers.
mhm.
And we pack them separately as labeled as non-Tatmeen, okay?
Okay.
Because anyways, they are accepted, they are on some other customer GLN, right?
Mhm.
So
Correct.
is there any violation or risk factor that we are taking as a distributor, or if the new customer who receives this new shipment, is there any, let's say, violation that if he accepts
Yes.
those quantities?
Yes, there is. So ideally, you should not be shipping such items to anybody else because that mean is for tracking and tracing the real location of the items.
Mhm.
Now, if you're physically receiving these items, then in Tatmeen also you should be receiving these items. And if you're not able to do that, then you should not be shipping such items to anybody else physically. What you should ideally do in such cases is that
Mhm.
when a rejected item is being returned to you, you should only you should ask your you should ask your
Customer.
customers that
Mhm.
they should provide you some information, like they should first ship them back to you in Tatmeen so that you are sure that they are doing it and then only you receive them physically. Otherwise, it will come on you because in Tatmeen the items are with them, but physically the
Yes,
items are with you. You cannot
correct,
really do anything with those items. They'll keep sitting in your physical stock. Not in that mean, but physically they'll
correct.
keep sitting with you, and eventually these items will expire and then they will be of no use for anybody at all.
Mm.
So always ask such customers who are returning any items to you, ask them to first do it in Tatmeen and then physically ship them to you.
Which is the main challenge here.
Yeah, I totally
It's very
understand.
difficult to push customers and to force them
I
to do this because in the end, see, for him, he's a customer. He received the requested quantities that he wanted, and then whatever is not
I to,
required, he will just simply return them. Then it is our problem, that we have to
I
deal with.
I totally understand that, Mohammed. However, currently, because this is a manual thing, like you ship something to them, you report it in Tatmeen. Now it's between you and them that you are saying that okay, for so and so reason, return these items. But then that has to be reported in Tatmeen because after all, Tatmeen, the government has asked that in Tatmeen you have to report the exact tracking and tracing of any biological and conventional medicines. So if these are being returned physically, they have to be returned in Tatmeen.
Okay,
Or
but
maybe,
I'll tell you what I'm proposing to our third party. Okay, I just want to get like a basic confirmation if this can be accepted, right?
okay.
So we ship the quantities
Hmm.
uh, physically and systematically to the customer. The customer decided to reject 20 pieces. Okay. So at this time, a communication will happen. Please do not accept the full quantity till we receive physically the rejected ones. And then we scan those and we remove them. Can we remove them after we ship
Um,
out to a customer?
that's a good idea, Mohammed. However, you cannot remove them. What you can do in such cases is go ahead and tell them the same give them the same message that do not receive them in Tatmeen unless and until you have validated and kept the items that you want to keep. Now, if they are physically shipping anything back to you, once you receive those items, then go ahead and cancel the entire shipment because you do not really have an option to cancel partial shipments. You
Okay.
cancel the entire shipment, and then the items that they have kept, only pack them and ship them.
But it is already at the customer location. The
Yes,
shipment is already at it.
I mean in
Hmm.
Tatmeen. In Tatmeen. So let's say you are the shipper and I'm the receiver. You pack 100 items and send them to me. You have done that then in Tatmeen also. You packed 100 items and you shipped 100 items to me in Tatmeen also.
Okay.
Now I received the message from you that unless and until I have validated and kept the items that I want to keep, do not accept in Tatmeen. So I'm not going to do anything in Tatmeen.
Hmm.
I'm going to check those 100 items. I said that, okay, I want to keep only 90 and for any reason I need to return 10 items.
Hmm.
I physically return the 10 items to you. And
So
once
you
you
will
visit,
physically return them complete. So you
yeah.
will reject the entire shipment and send them back to us, which we want to avoid because this will be a bottleneck in again receiving back the entire shipment and then
No, no,
rework
no.
on,
Not
yeah, and
physically,
that
not
involves cost.
physically. The,
Systematically only.
correct, correct. You
Hmm.
only in Tatmeen, you
Hmm.
cancel the entire shipment and then you ship only the products that they are keeping.
Hmm. Okay, and that history will remain, right?
Yes,
So I can
it will
simply
remain.
just scan out those 10 pieces from that original SSC and then regenerate a new SSC and send that maybe by email to the customer.
Yes, you don't even need to, generate another SCC. You cancel the shipment. When you cancel the shipment, automatically all of those 100 items are back in your stock. Then
Mm,
you can pack those 90 which they have kept again in the same SSCC and then
mm.
ship it to them in Tatmeen and they can receive those.
Okay, maybe that process I'm interested to understand more and how it is done on the system.
Yeah, but there is one catch to it that you must always remember if this is what you will move ahead with. In case you want to cancel an SSCC, then it has to be a standalone event. You cannot, send one file with commissioning, packing, and shipping. Then you won't be able to cancel it. Always do commissioning and packing as a separate event and then shipping.
Mm,
So only if shipping has a unique, instance identifier, then you will be able to cancel it.
okay, so can we, يعني, I don't know, how can we do this? يعني, if there is a training required, if more understanding, I want to involve the team on the floor who is actually doing this task to
Yeah, you
understand.
can.
Mm,
Like if this is B2B, you can just inform them that this is the requirement and they can just create separate, subscriptions for this because all of the information is already there in the system. It's just that they would have to, going ahead, they will have to split the file into two different files. Maybe they are already doing this. I am not sure. So maybe they are already doing this. They are first commissioning and packing is a separate file and then shipping as a separate file. So you need to check with them first. And in case you or your team still has any questions, just send us an email and we can definitely look into it.
okay, and the email would be
It is
whose
onboarding
email?
at tatmeen.ae.
Okay, can you share that please in the chat?
I can do that after today's meeting.
Okay. Please, please. Thank you.
Sure.
Thank you so much. I don't want to take all the time. I will give a
No
chance to
problem,
the
Mohammed.
other audience. Thank you so
Sure,
much.
sure. And
Thank you
as
so
I
much.
mentioned, you can always send us an email. So, in addition to these questions, if you ever have any other questions, just send us an email with, as much detail as possible to this email address, and we will get back to you.
Thank you so much. I really
Sure,
appreciate
Mohammed.
it.
Definitely. Have a good one. I do not see any other hands raised, but I will keep the workshop open till 11:30, let's say. And if there are still no questions, we can wrap up today's workshop. Girish, I have allowed the mic to you. Please unmute and ask your question.
Hi, good morning.
Morning.
I, I would like to ask some like a basic questions. We have
Sure.
recently opened a pharmacy.
Okay.
So it's called ambulator pharmacy, so which is inside the clinic.
Okay.
So we would like to make it as a Tatmeen portal registration. So just give
Okay.
me the like a small brief introduction.
Sure. Girish, did you get a chance to visit the website tatmeen.ae?
Yeah,
Okay, on the website, we do have all of the information available. And if you would go to the website, go to onboarding journey tab, we do have some links in registration and tutorial. So you can go through those tutorial videos. They are just 2 to 3 minutes videos, and they will give you all of the information. In addition to those videos, we also have all of the training information, training manuals, and videos available in the training section. So, according to your requirement, please go through them. And once you have all of the information, you can start reporting. And in case of any questions, you can send us an email.
okay, fine.
Okay.
So
Uh, sure, go ahead.
yeah, this is we need to create as clinic as well.
Sorry, I didn't get it.
We need to make a registration for the clinic separate as
Yes.
well, or with the
Yes. Any entity that is dealing in conventional or biological medicines has to have a GLN and has to register and report in Tatmeen.
okay. And one more thing, we got a GLN one that his name was the previous. We have a different name over the clinic. Then we have
Okay.
updated our clinic name into
Okay.
the day surgical.
Okay.
So is it applicable the old one, GSN one, or we need to make a updated one version?
Uh, for that, you
Then
need to contact the GS1 team. You can send them an email at tatmeen at gs1ae.org.
okay, okay.
Okay,
understood.
sure.
Thank you.
Any other questions, Girish?
At the moment, I don't have any. We'll see if the future.
Sure. In case you have any questions, you can always send us an email. Our email address is available on our website, tatmeen.ae, under the contact us page.
Yeah, I have seen.
All right.
Uh, Thank you.
I don't see any more hands raised, so let's wrap up this workshop now. If anybody still has any unanswered questions, please send us an email at onboarding@tatween.ae. Once again, this email address is also available on our website under the Contact Us page. Have a great day ahead and a happy weekend. Bye bye, everybody.